fine. I mean, cause at
I'm
least.
not upset that he's late. No one is upset. That's making.
All right, what's up guys? So just today we have a pull day. And again, in case you're new here, take a look back. We'll have, Trevor's gonna link me something up here to our video on the split. So if you're curious about Terrence and myself's current split, this will make a little bit more sense. There's 2 pull days. Today is our first pull day where we start with back, move on through rear delts and biceps a little bit. It's mainly a back day. It's like 90% of the time we're in here is training back. And then we finish up with just 2 movements, one for rear delts, one for biceps, maybe some pumpy stuff for biceps. We are about, I believe, not we, because I didn't get an invite for the Arnold for some reason. Terrence is, I believe, about 13-ish weeks out from the Arnold, 15 weeks out from the Olympia, coming back fast. I think he's 4 or 5 weeks post surgery, able to train again. So we've been tapering everything back up fast. His body's coming back really fast. So I'm excited. Obviously, every year's got a little bit of a different something going on, a little bit of a different challenge. And again, not a big deal, but something that exists. And so it's cool to see how fast Terrence's body's bouncing back. I feel confident that it's going to be what we bring to the stage this year will be better than last year, which is always the goal. And then the goal on top of that is that better than last year, hopefully beat some guys that we didn't beat last year as well too. So for pull day, similar we've done in the past, start with a single arm pull down. Again, if you don't have that machine, just do a cable. It's probably the next best option, single arm cable pull down. I think single arm stuff works the best for lats, for pull down stuff. Right from there into a chest supported T-bar row. Those 2 movements are bread and butter for us for a year plus probably. So that right there is lats full contractile range, all your upper back stuff. And then from there, we've switched stuff up a little bit. I was thinking about a deadlift this time. Terrence has always had a little bit of a hip issue because he's got a leg length discrepancy. Hip's just not feeling amazing from deadlifts, so we don't need deadlifts, so we're not gonna deadlift. And especially right now, it's a time coming to a show, you don't want to do anything that doesn't feel 100%. That's the nice part about all of our days we've been going through is Terrence and myself, everything's been feeling great. And that's what we want. We want stuff feeling great. We want stuff that he feels confident on being able to lift some heavy ass weight, progress on, and then obviously that works, that hits the target. So we have a little bit of low back involved, just doing some non-chest supported TR rows, which I'll get to. And in the future, if we really feel like we need a little bit more erector work, we might just do some low back extension, something. But for right now, we're in a good spot, coming off that chest-supported T-bar row to a chest-supported, it's Prime calls it their extreme row, which I like is a nice kind of in-between, it's a little bit lats, a little bit upper back. It's got an angle very similar to the hammer strength low row. So just a really, really good machine. I like it coming off of lats, coming off of upper back, because it's kind of a little bit in between both. All of those movements were 2 working sets each, just straight sets. And then we went into a T-bar row without the chest support. And so people have heard me talk about this before. I don't like that earlier in the workout, not that it's bad, but sometimes your erectors and your hips can be the limiting factor for how much load your upper back can handle, and sometimes vice versa. So sometimes if the goal was hips and erectors, sometimes how much you can do with your upper back will be limiting, and if the goal is upper back, sometimes hips and erectors will be the limiting factor. So I like it after you've already waxed upper back. So we really did lats, we did upper back, and then we kind of tie it all together with a T-bar row. If you guys haven't, I don't know the name of that handle, I can't find it anymore, but it's just a T-bar handle attachment, multi-grip T-bar handle attachment. Search that on Google, you'll find it. I just think that's a brilliant handle because you can have everything from the narrow one if you like it, all the way to a wider one if you like that as well too. And again, I like the fact there that we're getting a little bit of everything from back, top to bottom. 2 working sets there. If you haven't seen me do that before, that's your little hack for fitting a million plates on there. As you start with the 25s, and then you can put 45s on so they don't, the 45s, if they're there first, don't hit into your stomach first. So you can get a little bit more range of motion and still have some decent load on there. And if you can do 4 25s and can't fit 6 45s on there, you're too strong for that, then you win. And then from there, rear delts, biceps, reverse pec deck, just superset with a curl, just really for time. And again, we've been doing cable curls as one of our movements just because it lines up really well. You can load it pretty heavy, very joint friendly. And we did 2 working sets of each of those, 2 back offsets, or excuse me, 2 drop sets on the back offsets there. And then also right into 1 little drop set on the preacher curl machine, where we just went right off of the back offset of the cable curls right to that machine and did a little strip set. So that's one of the first little intensifiers. Starting to add in that stuff a little bit here and there to some of the sessions as Terrence's recovery is really good and we're progressing from session to session. And that's the stuff we'll continue to crank up over the next few weeks. Mainly straight sets still, but we'll be adding in a couple more things like drop sets, supersets, as long as his recovery is good, because again, I think that is very effective volume. And again, I think it works well. Lots of times it's good to add in for some smaller body parts too, where again, I wouldn't maybe add in as much strip sets, drop sets on maybe a squat pattern or a deadlift pattern, just because again, that is a little bit more taxing on fatigue. So that is it. Didn't say it in the beginning, I'm a bad YouTuber. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you know, again, we're getting into the fun part right now where training's just gonna keep cranking up, cranking up, cranking up. And Terrence is just gonna keep getting bigger and more shredded and prettier into the show. So now we'll maybe finish with a little posing unless he's done, in which case we won't. But either way, I will catch you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed.